You have just finished rinsing with tap water, and now we will begin calibrating for pH. For freshwater monitoring, it's recommended to calibrate with a buffer 4 and 7 solution, and if you're in brackish environments, you can also use a buffer 10. There is an auto buffer recognition to determine which buffer value the sensor is in, and it will allow up to 6 points of calibration. We will begin with rinsing with used solution, and we will use pH 7. This is solution that has been used in past calibrations, and it's just for rinsing purposes. Pour a few inches of used solution into the bottle. Screw on the sonde and shake the solution around to rinse the bottle and the sonde. Unscrew the bottle and pour out the solution. Repeat this process once more with used solution. Pour out and complete the rinsing by pouring a very small amount of fresh solution into your calibration cup. Pour the solution out. You can use this for rinsing purposes later. And now fill the bottle with a few inches of fresh solution. The pH sensor is the glass probe, and you want to make sure that this is fully submerged. If it's not fully submerged, you can fill it up with more solution. Gently rotate and allow for at least 1 minute for temperature equilibrium. You can now press the Cal key to begin calibration. Scroll to pH and press Enter. If you do need to adjust the calibration value, scroll to Calibration Value and press Enter. This number should reflect the value that's found on the bottle. In this case, for a buffer standard for pH 7, you're looking for 7.00. Once finished, highlight Enter and press Enter. Observe the pH reading, and when the values stabilize with no significant change for approximately 30 seconds, record the pH value as well as the millivolt value in your pre-calibration section in your calibration sheet. Scroll to Accept Calibration and press Enter. You can now begin for your next buffer. Pour the solution into the used bottle for future zone rinsing. You now rinse with tap water. You can now follow the steps for calibration of the next buffer solution. We are going to be calibrating for buffer 4 and we'll be following the same rinsing procedures. Rinse twice with used solution. And now the final rinsing with the fresh solution. The sensor will auto-recognize the next buffer. So once it has been fully submerged into fresh solution, it will go on to the next calibration point. Ensure that the sensor is fully submerged in the water or solution. If you need to adjust the calibration value, scroll to Calibration Value and press Enter. It should read 4.00. Highlight Enter and press Enter. Observe the pH reading, and when the value stabilizes with no significant change for approximately 30 seconds, record the pH and millivolt values as pre-calibration values in your calibration sheet. Scroll to Accept Calibration once you've finished recording. If you have no more buffer standards to use, you now may press the Cal key to complete the calibration. The actual reading displayed during calibration will not reflect the updated calibrated information until you press this Cal key. You can now record the pH value for your final pH in your post-calibration value. You now can then pour the used solution into a used bottle and rinse with tap water. You are now ready to follow the last step for dissolved oxygen calibration.